Hi, my name is Gabriel Williams, and today I'm going to be talking about my great leader, Stokely Carmichael. Stokely Carmichael was an American civil rights activist in 1960s. He was born June 29, 1941, in Port of Spain, Trinidad and Tobago. Stokely immigrated to New York and moved to the Bronx with his parents when he was 13 years old. He was raised in a liberal, rich white community which influenced his beliefs despite a fine treatment. Stokely found passion for the civil rights movement when he was in high school. Stokely became increasingly frustrated with the slow progress of nonviolent demonstrations. He believed in self-defense and using all necessary means to protect the black community. His intelligence, passion, and ability to relate personally made him stand out as opposed to other leaders. Also, he was well respected by Martin Luther King Jr. and believed in his nonviolent tactics and peaceful outlook, but believed it was too slow. Stokely was outspoken and courageous in his efforts, gaining him a lot of attention. He was an influential leader that opened doors for the younger generation of leaders. Stokely was committed to ending all racial discrimination in America and Africa. Why was Stokely a good leader? Stokely was a good leader because he was passionate and committed to the civil rights movement. Some might view being arrested over 30 times as a negative point, but this only proves his persistence and commitment to creating a more civil, equal community. Stokely had a strong oral communication skill and was intelligent about his stances. He studied the philosophy behind his movement at Howard University and held a number of rallies to influence his community about his movement. Stokely was able to attract followers and gain trust easily because of his congenial nature. I believe that Stokely Carmichael had an authoritarian leadership style. This is because he was clear in his expectations and goals throughout his progress, and he was a quick decision maker and very confident in his actions. Stokely knew who he wanted as his followers and who he did not want. For example, he did not want the white community to participate in his demonstrations because he did not feel they truly cared about the movement the way that he did. Some leadership qualities Stokely had was his ability to empower and inspire followers. He was a very relatable person and he was personal with his followers. Stokely was authentic and original in his movement beliefs, splitting away from MLK's peaceful beliefs. Stokely had an unwavering dedication to his movement, and he was persistent with his effort even in difficult situations. Some accomplishments Stokely had was that he helped shape the original Black Panther Party. He founded the slogan, Black Power, creating black pride and independence in their community. He increased black voters in Lounsdale County, Alabama from 70 to 2,600. Stokely coined the term institutional racism, which affects African Americans' wealth, housing, healthcare, and employment. I chose Stokely Carmichael because he was not only influenced by other activists, but used his knowledge to create his own movement. Stokely was very passionate about his community and took an assertive approach. He noticed that the peaceful movement was not making enough progress and took matters into his own hands. He was also very influential for the younger generation of leaders. Stokely used his background to differentiate between those who supported the movement and those who pitied him. The term Black Power became powerful for the African American community as it helped unite them and recognize their heritage and history. Carmichael was dedicated in his life to the civil rights movement and stood out in his leadership. Thank you for your time.